Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex coming back again today with a brand new video, and as always, down in the title below will be the top we're talking about today. So, really, I haven't caught up on all the anime. I need to actually start watching any show I'm behind on. Tokyo Ghoul, GGO, Steins, which I'm actually behind the most on, and of course, I actually have my list here, Gold Kamui. And now these shows I will not be doing reviews on the episodes I've missed. GGO, expecting a first impression. Steins, expect a first impression. Tokyo Ghoul, expect me not to review last week's episode unless you guys think it's a must, review. So leave that down in the comments below if you guys do think that. And of course, to top out the list, I do not plan on doing Golden Kamui's review of the last episode. So this is kind of, I guess, really like a backlog video, and I have my list right here, thank God. So I'll just kind of give you guys a breakdown of the shows that I really haven't been reviewing, actually, which would have been Steins Gate and GGO for the most part. So whenever I look at Steins Gate, let's just start there. I've said it on Twitter, this is hands down going to be better than the past episodes, or past season per se, not even episodes, past season. And I say that because, Steins Gate, I think is a show that deserved, I don't know. I mean, it was very good. And Studio White Fox we trust, same people that made ReZero, if you guys did not know. Given I made a video and I think ReZero's better because it, delves into the characters more. And at the end of the day, characters equal everything. We understand the characters better in ReZero, like compared Subaru to Kiyoma. Kiyoma, okay, I get where you're coming from. I get why you're struggling. But, like, I don't understand you as a person, per se, and that's good enough to understand why he's struggling, and that's one of the biggest benefits of, time travel, because you can truly understand what they're going through. But in Subaru's, kind of way, we know him on a deeper level. He has characterization. We know why he is who he is. And hopping back onto, I guess, the main topic really here, instead of getting somewhat off the track, is I think Steins Gate Zero is simply going to go the route of ReZero. It's going to be more tragic. It's way more psychological than, the first season of Steins Gate was. Because I think Steins Gate is a show that is psychological for sure, but it barely, I would say, because it doesn't really delve into, I guess, Kiyoma's mind. A lot of times it doesn't directly, give us his monologues. It doesn't directly show us what he's truly thinking. It does it visually, but it doesn't do it, through dialogue. It does not do that, so we don't understand him on a deeper level. We see what he's going through, and we're like, yeah, okay, I get why you're down in dumps, but he never really opens up about it and flushes himself out like Subaru did. And once again, that's where, Steins Gate Zero comes in, because that's what the route is going down. So whenever I hop onto, our next GGL, alternative, this show has done what Sword Art Online has failed to do, the original series, and that is not only just, I guess, flesh out the characters and explain why my avatar looks this way, why am I dressed this way. Characterization for Laline is awesome. It explains why she's wearing the suit she does. It explains why her avatar is the way it is. It explains how the game works before we get into the game. It delves into how things come about way better than Sword Art Online did. Rather, Sword Art Online just showed us, said, hey, look at this cool ass thing. Look at this cool ass thing. GGO Alternative says, hey, look at this cool ass thing, but look at why this is what it is. Look at how this came about. Because I believe, what is it? Not the bull, it's the tournament they're in now. You guys, anyone who's watching the show will understand what I'm talking about. The tournament that, Liline's actually entering now, which I can't remember what it's called, but that tournament came about because he was so amazed by GGO, he wanted to start a squad tournament, with the Squad Jam. There we go, Squad Jam. He wanted to start a Squad Jam, and he's a novelist, and he's someone who obviously had creativity. He'd write about stories about stuff like this, and he's like, whoa, man, he's like, I'm gonna go tell, the people of GGO, you need to make this into a tournament with squads, though, not just individuals, but squads. That'd be cool too. And that's just basically, any multiplayer game. You have the solos, you have the duos, you have the trios, and you have, the teams of 4, obviously. You know what I mean? Like, look up Fortnite per se. And that's something that's really cool, because it shows that someone who's a novelist may come into this world and actually, use virtual reality as creativity, a spark per se. And that's something that's really cool to see. That's badass. That's good writing. That's what the hell that is. And I'm very impressed with that. Now, will it ever have a true antagonist? I don't know. And that's where Sword Art Online will still continue to be my favorite, because I'm the typical guy like, hey, here's our protagonist, and we need to reach the heights of the antagonist and solve the issues that he has caused and is, directly causing for us, not just, other people, but for us in general. Just that kind of, I guess, shonen-esque kind of kind of way of telling a story, and that's just who I am, you know. At the same time, this show was still great. It's still damn good, you know. You look at Overlord and stuff like that, and, you know, that's a show that's closer to this because we don't have a true antagonist. We have antagonists, but I don't know if the show will have a true antagonist. I think it might just be more lighthearted. Hey, this is, you know, everyone loves video games, so why not just tell a story that's based on strictly video games and not necessarily an antagonist? So that's something that, you know, we do got to think about. But just to add in some, you know, I guess impression of Golden Kamuy even more so after I've been reviewing it, just to, I guess, touch on it. This show was going to be good, and it already is good for anyone who has not, you know, been watching it. The main, you know, I kind of want to talk about this in a separate video for the main character, but he's someone who's just very special. His goofy but yet serious, you know, more serious nature, the blend that they, you know, that the author and or mangaka found with this character is astounding. It's the perfect blend. You know, you take Natsu, you take Naruto, characters like that, and you see that goofy / serious kind of, you know, I guess persona, but this guy has this, it's this blend of, his goofiness isn't as silly per se, but it's still damn funny, and it's cool to see. It's really cool to see, and it just feels like it's maybe even so more mature comedy coming from his character per se. Maybe that's the best way to put it. I don't know. Anyone who watches Golden Kamuy, you know, definitely comment down in the comments below. But other than that, guys, I love you guys. I need to get back to making some, I guess, more content that's similar to this and really based creative content about the stuff, you know, or around the stuff I'm reviewing. So I'll try to do that in the future. I love you guys. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter X25, and check out my Patreon if you guys want to help me make this a career down in the description below. All links down there. And follow my my Twitch stream. I need to tweet that out. I got the part today. I'm about to hook it up to the new PC. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.